for me. We got to spend some time last year, and the deal was, don't come down until it's done. Well, I'm here, Bo. I call him Bo out of respect, because I couldn't call him anything else when we were kids. He called me Pot, I called him Bo. I'll change it today, I'll call him Robert. And he was unbelievable. We did a lot of things together, a lot of things my parents don't know about. But he's with them now and he can answer to them. He's with my grandmother, my brother, our niece, Rose's parents. And I'm sure they're enjoying themselves looking at us. This is supposed to be a celebration. And I got carried away, I apologize. But looking at what Robert did, right up to the end, he bookended 2 holidays. Christmas, when he passed, and Easter for a celebration of life. What more could you ask for? The Lord's Prayer said it all today, especially the part where they say, thy will be done. We can't call the shots. Somebody else is calling for us. I prefer to call that person God. That is my belief. It's a power that's higher than me, higher than everybody. If there's anybody in the room that can figure a way to circumvent it, there's no other way to get off this planet, unless you're Superman. He went beyond. He mentored students. He mentored police officers. He would help anybody, not rob something or do anything illegal for us. We gave that up. We both worked in police work way back. I went a different path. He continued in it. He continued teaching. He thrived on it. He took great pride. One year he went up to, I think it was Chicago, with a class in computers. His kids were in competition. Another year he was telling me about a student of his that he believed was going to be a professional football player. Well, he was. He went to I believe went to the Patriots, Wolford. So Robert was just impressed with everybody, and wherever he went, he impressed people. There is no doubt in my mind as to where he is right now. He's comfortable, he's looking at us, and I can tell you for a fact, he wouldn't want to be any other way. He would not want to have people waiting on him, taking care of him, turning him around because of a disability or what have you. Robert did it his way. Although it doesn't seem like it right now, that was the way he did it. And that was the way I think he wanted to do it. No one can be blamed for what happened here. This is God's will. If we want to argue with God, be my guest. Line up the confessional before you do that. The rest of the story, I can go on and on. I have some 74 years of stories, but I'll share them later. But one quick story. Robert, those of us that knew him well, and you wouldn't be here if you didn't, he occasionally was a prankster. And he enjoyed getting by and putting one past somebody. Well, one of my boys got him on the ultimate prank. Robert made many trips up to New Jersey. He went up for weddings, he went up for graduations, he went up for funerals. He was always there. And Roseanne, Lois Lane was right there with Superman. But as they were getting on a plane one day, because he couldn't fly too well, he didn't have his cape on, I guess, someone walked up to the ticket agent at the airport, and this someone was in a police uniform, and said, "Don't let those two on the plane." Robert spun around like, "What the?" And then he saw my son John, and he laughed. And John, they did more, like he helped people park cars at the airport. If any of you travel in and out of airports, sometimes you know it's nice to have a police officer help you get a preferred parking spot. And another time, it's nice to have a police officer have someone go back on the plane to find some luggage that they might have missed when they was getting off the plane. That luggage probably would have gone to Chicago or West Coast or whatever. But we worked it out. Robert was happy, and he was thrilled that his grandson was there to help him. So I would like to conclude by saying I'll add more stories later. We have some even funnier ones, but we can't tell them in church. And he lives in my heart forever. He may be gone, but he's in my heart. Thank you.